Hi, and welcome to another edition of TechBytes with Ron Nutter. This time, we're going to keep going on and helping you get a little more functionality out of VirtualBox, and I'm going to show you how to share files between the VMs. And this was something that took me a little while to get figured out when I first started dealing with virtualization, so I wanted to help you get a little further down the road. Well, I happened to spend some of the time investing in it. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of ways. One's kind of related to the other, but you'll kind of see where I'm going. When I set up virtual machines, there are times when there are certain things that I always want to do, certain files. Like one of my favorite files to use is something called BGINFO. So it sets the background screen. So if I can't see the title line, or I'm going full screen, or I'm remoting into it, the back screen or the background on it is going to show me the machine name and some basic statistics. So this is worthwhile having. So let's go ahead and get the process started. Now, here we're going to do something that's a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to set up something. It's something called DeepBurner. Now, that's option one, and then I'm going to talk to the other option right now. And what we will do is we will get back here, and I've got to change my screen to where it is going to show what I want it to show, which is we will do VirtualBox. Okay, there we go. It's learning how to switch screens within screens. Now, one way to do this is if you click on Settings, and you'll go over here to Shared Folders. Now, the trick with this one is you have to do this on a machine-by-machine basis, but you'll notice now I'm on a Mac, so it's going to have a little bit different path. If you were on Windows, it would probably just like C:\downloads. Just set up some standard directory that you're always going to use, so that way on your host machine, the one you're running VirtualBox on, that you can just put the files in that directory, and Shazam, bingo, whatever magic term you want to use, they will show up in your VM. So this is what makes it easier to get stuff in and out of VMs. Now, you can make these read-only if you want to, or you can make them read-write. See, I've got full access and auto mount so that it comes up automatically. It's one less thing to think about. Now, that's step one. So we're going to go back here, and I'm going to show you, get back into the virtual machine. And I'm sorry, I have to switch screens twice to get this to work. So it will click on the Start button, and, okay, needed to close that screen out. So if we click, well, clicking too fast. So you notice one is just Shared Folder, and that's the name that I gave it. So we'll click on that. So you can see I've got a setup ISO, and that's all that's on there. So when you're on your host machine, you can save files out to that directory, and if not immediately, almost immediately, you'll see them show up within the virtual machine. Now, that's option one. Now, I create a variety of virtual machines at times. So what I do is I use something called DeepBurner. I will download them. So you can download the files, say, for example, in your virtual machine. Download the ones that you want to make. So I've got different ISOs. I've got one like a firewall ISO. I've got a basic setup ISO. And so what you will do is you'll start DeepBurner, and we're going to tell it to create a data DVD, and we'll tell it to create a multi-session. And then what we will do here is we will go into the Downloads folder, and I've already set up BGINFO. And there's two different versions here, so we'll just drag over the 64-bit version. If you are doing something where you're running 32-bit, you can drag both these over. It doesn't really matter. So now that we've got that over there, we can close that screen out, and you'll click on the little burning icon. Now, at this point, that's doing quick erase. And what we will do, oh, there we go. I was doing the wrong one. Burn disk. I was clicking the one erase I can't even talk now. Erase writable medium. So we'll click the one that says burn disk. And so it's already got the files there from what we set up here. So we'll go down to burn disk, and we'll tell it to save ISO. Now, your option here is we can go to the shared folder. So we can automatically set up there to begin with, and we'll just call this demo. And don't have to give an extension. It'll automatically save it as that. And we'll click Save. And you'll see it here in just a second as it starts up. And actually, it's probably already done at this point. So if we go to the shared folder, bingo, it's already there. It was a fairly small file. Now, the disadvantage with doing this is that you'll have to update the ISO. But on the plus side is it does make it easier. So if you have certain kinds of machines you set up, like you're setting up machines that you're going to be testing, say a firewall you're working with, and you want certain penetration testing tools, or you've got something where you want to set up a machine to work with some of your home, smart home stuff, but not the other. So that's, what I'm trying to say is the sky's the limit on what you want to do. So there's really no one right way to do it. You can save the things directly to your shared drive, and then all your VMs will see that, or you can create an ISO. So you can just mount it, and that way you see just the files that are in the ISO. So if you've got quite a few files to go through, then you make it a little bit easier on yourself. So it's a matter of how you want to do it. So that's really the tricks I wanted to show you at this point. And since we're talking about setting up virtual machines, if you want to go to this URL and you can get this particular checklist on recording all the settings that you've done for your VMs, because as you set up more and more, even if you use them once, you throw them away, if you have that sheet set up, you'll know how you did them the last time, and it's less things that you've got to remember. So really, it makes it very straightforward to do. And anything that I find out in terms of special deals, if you get that checklist, then I will be able to reach out to you if there's special deals I find on smart home technology, if there's some breaking news that I think warrants your attention, or if I just come out with a new video. You'll be seeing me do that, but I'm not going to flood your inbox several times a day like some of the mail lists that I happen to be on do. I just don't believe in doing that. I want to do the right thing by you all. Thank you for everybody who subscribed to the channel. Again, please make sure that you get a copy of that checklist so that as you're working with the VMs, that you'll have a little bit of your time as you work through the different variations that you want to. And as you start doing more and more, please look at the videos you'll see up on the screen once it's up on YouTube, and you'll be able to get an idea of different things that you can look at in your smart home. As with anything, if you find something that you'd like me to look at and you haven't had any success with yourself or just want to see what I think about it, please let me know, and I'll be happy to do what I can to help you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. See you next time.